society by the collision of intellect and public debate. He may urge his measures by a sense of shame, by fear, and by personal interest. He may coerce by the combination of public sentiment. He may drive by physical force, and he does not outstep the boundaries of his fear. It sounds like she's saying, hey, this is what's appropriate for a man. Woman is to win everything by peace and love, by making herself so much respected, esteemed, and loved, that he'll do her opinions and gratify her wishes, his free will offering his heart. So it sounds like what she's saying is, she wants women to be like, hey, like, mom is so awesome, even though she has no direct influence on society, we're going to do what she wants when we go out and influence society as men. So let's see what Angelique Grimke, well, actually, a little bit more about Beecher. Whatever in any measure throws her into the attitude of combatant. So if a woman's put in a position where she would fight, that throws her out of her appropriate sphere. It's not appropriate for a woman to fight, is Beecher's point. Let's see what Grimke has to say about that. Human beings have rights because they are moral beings. The rights of all men grow out of their moral nature. Now, when she says all men, she's talking about men and women, black, white, yellow, brown, red, and all men, and we know that because we've got all in italics, and all men have the same moral nature. They have essentially the same rights. These rights may be wrested from the slave, but they cannot be alienated. So she's kind of talking about, like, everyone has this God-given right. Inherently, so by law, they're wrested from the slave, they're taken away from the slave. Then she says his title, meaning the slave's title to himself, is as perfect now as that of Lyman Beecher. And who's Lyman Beecher? Same last name as author of Passage 1. Lyman Beecher was the famous minister, father of Catherine Beecher. What's she doing there? She's calling out her dad. It's like a mom joke, only these are feminists in the 1800s. And they're women, so she's talking about her dad. It is stamped on his moral being and like an imperishable, so you cannot really take away someone's God-given rights. Now, if rights are founded in the nature of a moral being, then mere circumstance of sex, by sex she means gender here, whether you're man or woman, does not give to man higher rights and responsibilities than to women. So it seems like, in Passage 1, Beecher's saying, hey, women, you want to talk about slavery, talk about it among your girlfriends. And she's saying it's not appropriate for women to go out in public and protest slavery, take part in the abolition movement, because that makes you like a fighter. And then Grimke comes in and she's like, whether you're a man or a woman, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Every being has a moral nature. And so it does not give to man higher rights and responsibilities than women. So in other words, if it's morally right for a man to fight slavery, to fight for the abolitionist movement, then it's morally right for a woman to do so as well, and that's the implication there. So, what's our best answer here? And it does, you can see that they do disagree. She's calling out her dad, so it's not C or D. Answer choice A, Passage 2 illustrates practical difficulties of a proposal made in Passage 1. So, Beecher in Passage 1 is not saying, well, she's saying like women shouldn't fight in the abolitionist movement, it is appropriate for a man to do so. But it's not like it's not saying this is your definite plan, and Grimke's saying, yeah, but it's a good idea, but try to implement